Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, 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 everyone. It's Christelle Martinette here. I'm here with a live session to do the video for October for the sign of Scorpio. I know that everyone is being patient, and especially the Pisceans. I appreciate that. Scorpio, what is in store for you for the month of October? Welcome to all my new subscribers, and welcome to those who are here for the first time. Take a look around. Go to my website, www.christellemartinette.com, or write me readings at christellemartinette.com, and I will answer. Now, first I'm using the Initiatory Tarot of the Golden Dawn. This is absolutely my favorite deck. I keep it wherever I go. And I keep an older one, but I keep this and I keep a newer one. But this has got a lot of mileage. I gave it a lot of mileage. And I put out cards as a regular flat spread with houses. I'll tell you what they are. And then I'll be using my VERA SIBILLA to clarify as clarifiers, and then I'll be casting runes. Let me take a look. I'll be putting on my glasses, taking them off, putting them on. I'll show you the cards now. The incoming card is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands. Then we have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. The Chariot. Chariots come out about two other times. Chariot. Then the Ten of Cups. And then the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords. Now, you come into the month. You come into the month with this Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is all about asking yourself, yes, I do want to use my energy. I do want to communicate. I want to shake and make things happen. But I want to do so with my feet on the ground. Hi, yes, Scorpio, just learning. That's you. You're a Scorpio, are you? You've been around for a couple of videos. So the question is, how can I best use my energy in a stable way so that it will work for me? However, there's the conflict here. The conflict in the house of the proactive activity, how you act on that question, is this Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is always, all the tarot readers that I know and you have seen will tell you that you're blocked. You're creating a prison for yourself. However, the Eight of Swords is also giving me a time factor. It's Jupiter in Gemini. And Gemini, the Gemini period is, help me, please help me. Gemini period is May 21st to June 20th. Now, there's a projection forward here. You're not going to be acting out on here now, on this now. You're going to be pondering and planning for action in that Gemini period. Then there's this beautiful, beautiful Chariot. The Chariot card in the house of the environment, what the environment is, what is the context of the month of, how will the month of October present itself to you? And it's a Cancer card. It's a Cancer card where it's an emotional card, but you have had it, you're ready to move. Okay, the Chariot card is telling you, I'm on my way. It's giving you the opportunity, October, to pave the groundwork. It's like they're giving you a red carpet. They're putting the red carpet out and they're saying, okay, Scorpio, come on. I hope I said Scorpio for everybody. I didn't call you anything else, right? Scorpio, come on. You take those baby steps. Don't be afraid, because we're talking about fear here. Now, the month of October, remember my words, Scorpio. The month of October is the time to act. It is propitious. It's very fertile. Take baby steps. If you're not wanting to interact, you're not wanting to act on your ideas now and waiting for the future period, do take baby steps and start communicating with that person. Start communicating. Put out a flyer. Put out some feelers in terms of a new business you want to open. Try to feel around and to understand how to act, how to prepare. Now I have this great, wonderful, because you have this 8 of Swords and you think, oh my God, I'm trapped. No. What do? I dropped all of my cards. And you have this 8 of Swords where you're trapped. But then in the house of the emotions here, there's this lovely 10 of Cups, excuse me, lovely 10 of Cups, where that it's telling you that, okay, it's true, the month of October, I'm not, as a Scorpio, I'm not necessarily ready to dive in and propose to that person. I'm not ready to. Yours is much subtler. There's a subtle movement. There's a subtle plan, but it is a plan. You do have a plan, and you are manifesting it the way you want, Scorpio. You're spinning it. That's what I'm going to call it. You're spinning it the way you want. You have your eyes on a situation, on a person. And even if you're paired up, even if you have a significant other, you still are thinking about and planning either a move away from that person, but you have someone in mind, and the time in your mind and for yourself, Scorpio, is not ready for you to act fully. But I do see that the universe is saying, Scorpio, come on, piss or get off the pot, excuse my French. This is a time when you can drop hints, tell that person, or even let that person understand that, it's been a long time already. What's the problem? But in a subtle way. Yours is a subtle medicine. It's very slower and underneath the surface. And when people understand, it's the day after, 2 days after, when they hear your voice and they go and think about what you said, they understand. You make them understand. But it's a joy here. There's a lot of love around you. There really is. And it's not frightening to you. That's by no means. You're intensely able to fully accept love and give love when you find the conditions are ripe. Now, here I have in the house of change, this Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is a card of planning, strategizing, and this is what I'm seeing. They're ideas. Of course, they're ideas. What else would they be? But for you, Scorpio, I'm seeing them as strategies, a strategic move, the way you want to enact change. It may not be the month of October, but the month of October is when you start planting the seeds. Start dropping the hint. Start saying a couple of things that will wake that person up and make them think, well, that's right, boy, was I a fool, okay? Now, I'm going to take clarifying these cards with the VERA SIBILLA, and these are oracle cards. Oracle cards work differently from the tarot. Oracle cards sometimes they flesh out the details. They're whisperers. That's why they're called oracle. They speak. You speak. They're speaking to you and giving you more insight into what the tarot say. Let's take a look at that incoming card, this Page of Wands. Yes, yeah, they're very clear, these cards. Costanza, Constance. We have Gelosia. And then we have Belvedere. Now, I will not say, and I'll say it again, I will not say 3 times, I will not say, Scorpio, that you tend to be overcome by the green-eyed monster that is jealousy. I will not say that. However, there is a certain pattern to your thoughts that bring about you always to go there. You go there and thinking behind every bush, there's something there that you didn't see. That's an enemy to you. That's there's another woman, there's another man, that he's thinking about somebody else. He's thinking about another person, And then we have this Belvedere. Now, of course, the Belvedere is telling you, look, you can think whatever you want, Scorpio. That's part of your makeup. I'm telling you what I'm seeing. It may be that you need to see all the sides of a story, and why not? Maybe there is someone you want to be. This is preventive thinking. But Belvedere does talk to us of a future where those are going to dissipate. those ideas will dissipate. There is the 10 of Cups here, after all. I'm going to go on with the 8 of Swords. Let's see if I could get more insight here. All right. Gee. This is the male enemy, and the female bitch, the enemy, has come out in all of the other spreads. Now we have the male enemy. Could be a female as well, though. Superbia, which is pride. Vecchia signora is the old lady. And the enemy, the male enemy, nemico. Now, why are you reluctant? Why are you reluctant to go ahead and fully tell that person what you want, or fully characterize the situation as one of closeness? Why are you reluctant? Well, you're reluctant because you went down that road once and you were hurt, or things didn't go your way. And you are still cautious that there is another person. There's a third party, and you don't know how they factor in to that person's life. So you're not walking on eggs, but you're just being cautious. That's the reason for that lack of action, direct action. Let's take a look at these. Look, what did I just say before? What did I just say? I said in every single reading, the bitch has come out. And this is the female enemy, nemica. Then we have sacerdote, the priest, and military. There is another person here. I mean, there is another person. There's another person in that person's life, in the other person's life. I'm seeing here that it's hidden. You don't know anything about it. You're going into the situation. This Chariot is a Leo card after all. We just came out of the Leo period, August, September. This is a card that talks about in the following year, from now until the next Leo period, you are you're wanting to understand clearly who is in this person's life. How do they populate their days? Is there someone that they see regularly? Is it an old flame? Is it an ex? Is it an ex that keeps coming up? How close are they to them? Is it a double, not a double blind, not a bondage? What do I say? It's a bonded relationship, but it has negative connotations. The words just don't come. There's a negative bond between them. That's what I want. And this is for the entire year, you're going to think about that. Moon in Scorpio is to apply to this reading. Yes, see these readings for your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. I always keep forgetting to say that. Let's see. Now, going to the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. All right. We've got Dottore, the doctor, could be a politician, could be a scientist. Then I have Imeneo, the nuptial dance, it's intimacy. And then we have the viaggio, the movement, and the movement is going toward intimacy. Now, if my name weren't Christelle Martinette, I would say, look, there's somebody out there who has a relationship with a scientist. That's very clear. That's the first message that comes out. Or that the scientist is going toward a relationship of intimacy. This is what the story is about. Or there is a professional, or you are the professional. You are the professional, or a scientist or what, and you're going into a situation of intimacy. And that, of course, the 10 of Cups, there's a coming together here. And the coming together is quite clear in terms of the intimacy. This is how can I say, it's not today, tomorrow, yesterday. This is ancient, this is past life intimacy. This is a situation where you've crossed paths with this person over and over and over again. When you look at them, they look at you. We know each other. We know each other. You son of a bitch. Again, see, excuse my French, but you know each other. You know each other so well, and you are in love. But it is a past life. It is an old connection. All right, now the last card here, this page of Swords. Let me take a look at to see what that's like. All right, to see what they're saying. Now we have the amatrice, the female lover. We've got consolante sorpresa, the consoling surprise. And then we have the donna di servizio, the housemaid, okay? Now, this is over the Page of Swords. And what this tells me is there are a few layers here of meaning. This speaks to change this card, how you would like to enact very quick change. Scorpio, in your life, there is also someone, there may also be someone else, and again, I'm talking ancient, I'm talking people that are on your mind, not necessarily that you're interacting with, but they have crossed your path numerous times, and they influence the way you think. It could be a pattern here. It could be a pattern of you always falling, and I'm talking to the women, for married men, or you always ending up in a divorce, or there's a pattern here. And I'm speaking also to the men. I'm speaking to the men now, male Scorpios. You have this pattern of getting together with someone, breaking it off because of one ancient, and I say ancient, but it's past life bond, that you are reluctant to get into. And you seem to need to lean on other relationships, or have, not today, but have in the past. And it was all leading up to this situation here. It's very, very interesting to see. And it is all about relationships. And what I'm seeing also is that that underlying, how can I say, the intensity of the thought patterns, the intensity of the actual passion that you have, because you think with a passion, and you think with a strategic passion, and you never let your mind never rests in those terms. It is, excuse me, it is your nature. I have to shut the fan off just a second. Okay, now I'm going to cast the runes, and we'll see what happens here. All right, so we've got the nameless, faceless rune weird, which tells me it's right here in this spread, in the middle of the spread. It's talking to me about Scorpio. You are your own person, fine, and you want to get things on your own terms. You want them to be the way you want. You're giving. You are willing to concede. There are a number of concessions that you've made, you are making, because you know that it takes two to tango, and you really want to tango. You really want to tango. But you're not today willing to step on anyone's toes, and that you don't want them to step on your toes. But it is a dance that you control. You are the one to invite the person, and you are the one to show the other person that you want to be invited. Okay. Now, what's interesting here is that it's a protected game. Here's Aiwat's, Algid's bread stave. And because there's so much love, there you cannot miss. You cannot make any mistakes. Love is on the brink. It's love is all around. I have Ingvats here, and Ingvats tells me that there are a number of steps that you need to enact, that need to be life. Life has to unfold, and life will unfold. And with the unfolding process of life comes those little ups and downs, and you still have that one-track mind of that person, but you relate everything to them in some way. Now, I've got this great Urus. Urus is bright stave, and it tells me that the process of going through life's patterns, ups and downs, is going to weather you. What I mean by that is going to make your skin strong, is going to make you strong in terms of knowing who you are with relation to them. And with all of your faults, you clearly have that in mind, your own faults. But the rune here, Urus, is telling me that you have to necessarily go through a learning process here, because that will make you stronger in relation to the union with that person. again, I mean, look at these beautiful runes. All right, first let me get this Isa out. Isa, it tells, again, on your own terms, you're the one that is the strategizing. You're the one who has to make the other one know your terms as well. You're pulling the strings even in a back, behind the scenes way, which is interesting. Then I have these gorgeous, gorgeous runes. All right, one is Wunyo, and one is Manats, and they're telling me that this is a special time. It is all about love, and it's unconditional love, and the time is ripe now. For you. I'm not necessarily that ripe for the other person, but you will make them understand, and they will come around. The time is ripe now for you to enjoy the love and not be afraid of it in any way. It's about self-confidence as well. I do hope this was of help to you, Scorpio, and welcome other people who have been here, have come here for the first time. Let me take a look at the writing on the wall here. General reading. This is general reading, right? Don't forget to hit the like button. I'm just learning. You wonderful person. That person. Yeah, like it, share it, and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen, Scorpios. Until I see you again. Bye-bye. Until we read together again.